Hey there everyone, so Yaken here from Trend Ground. Welcome back to another review video. So you must be wondering why am I sitting on the floor and why am I having this panel here on the floor, right? So in case you didn't read from the title, I'm actually testing out the Starlink in Malaysia. Yeah, so the services is already available for the market for quite some time. I managed to get a loan sample review unit, and in this video I'm gonna test out the internet connection and how is the usage like. I'll give my feedback like in terms of what are the pros and cons of getting one in Malaysia. Okay, so stay tuned. But one thing right now in this video is actually very good for me to test it today, especially on a Saturday morning, is because the skies are a little bit cloudy. So let me show you the sky. So you can see the skies today is a little bit cloudy-ish, so it's a perfect time to go and test it. So let us go and test the Starlink right now. Before we are going to start, it's best I let you know what is the packages available for the Malaysian market. So you have two packages for the personal, and each is actually a little bit different. So like for residential, if you don't want to move around, you're just merely going to put your Starlink at your home at all times, this will be the package you will be opting for. The first one is the residential, which my loan sample review unit is actually using the 220 ringgit Malaysia per month. And for the residential light here, this has recently just announced for the local market. Now it's actually costing 129 ringgit Malaysia per month. Basically, both offers unlimited data and fixed location. Okay? Yeah. But the residential light is basically you have a lower speed indeed compared to the residential. Okay? So the next one is you can go for roam. Now this one is good for those who are always on the go. So as you can see here, this is what they're actually offering: countrywide coverage, in motion use, international travel, coastal coverage, pause service. Yeah, so this going to cost you a little bit more because can you see, roam 50 gigabyte data, 220 ringgit per month. Wow, that is quite substantial. But if you are someone that is really heavy user and always on the go, I highly recommend you to take roam unlimited, 700 ringgit Malaysia per month. Yeah. And meanwhile, for those business, you can actually go and take up this local priority. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of packages they offer. So some of the key features, you have a single country land use and regional travel, network priority, reliable fixed and in motion use, public IP and dashboard. So you can see you have a lot of plans here, but so far there is no unlimited plan for the business. So you can see price starts from 217 ringgit Malaysia per month for 50 gigabytes. If you want 500 gigabytes, that's 545 ringgit per month. And then 1 terabyte is already like what? 955 ringgit per month. And if you're a heavy user, moving all the time, then the 2 terabyte here will going to cost you 1,775 ringgit Malaysia per month. Yeah. So if you need more data, you can actually add on onto it. Okay, so here is the pricing: 82 ringgit for 50 gigabytes per month, and then you can add additional 500 gigabytes of data for 410 ringgit Malaysia per month. However, you also need to understand that you actually need to buy this Starlink standard kit V4 in order to use the Starlink services. Okay, so at the moment it's priced at 1,600 ringgit Malaysia. Yeah, you really need to purchase this kit first and then subscribe the plan. So you can see here, this thing costs you 1,600 ringgit Malaysia. That's including the satellite here, this flat dish here, with the cables, okay? The cables along with this modem as well. So you can see the skies are still a little bit cloudy right now, okay? So I'm going to test the bandwidth right now. You can see the skies now looks a little bit clearer, but it's still cloudy. So we're going to test out how is the internet speed. Okay, so we're going to test out the speed test right now. Let's start. So you can see hitting more than 200 Mbps right now. Not bad. That is downloading speed. So for the upload, you can see it's steadily going around the 30 Mbps. 32 Mbps right now. So you can see the ping. Okay. I think it's not bad actually with the package plan, especially the residential. This is actually the speed I'm getting right now. Okay. With the cloudy skies in Malaysia. So I also did test again the speed, alright, and this is how low I get with the cloudy skies. So of course, when the sky doesn't favor in the Starlink's favor, you will get low internet speeds. So you do have to anticipate of this kind of issues. So let's do the speed test while it's raining. Okay, let's do a quick one, because I think this is a very short drizzle. You can see I think not bad. Okay, speed went up to like, wow, look at that, look at that speed. Okay, sorry about that. Man, 356 Mbps. That is fast, even on raining. It's raining right now. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so for this one, I'm actually testing out in sunny weather. Okay, let's start testing it out. So speed will be a little bit like vary a little bit. So what do you think? 120 Mbps, 20 Mbps, ping at 27 millisecond. Okay, so I want to test again one more time. Let's see, can I get like high speed connectivity? Check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Yeah. Come on. Let's get faster. Not bad, you get until like 288 Mbps. Now 31 Mbps for uploads. This download speed is actually quite okay, pretty fast-ish. Okay, and the ping is 23 millisecond. So for the upload is just like maxed out at 30 Mbps right now. Okay, not bad, not bad. But I have another task I have tested out. You check out how is the speed goes up to. Really crazy, but that is depending on the connectivity. Alright, so I'm going to test one more time for the Starlink sunny day speed test. So one more time, let's see what numbers we can gain. Remember, this is a really hot sunny day. Maybe the heat will affect the speed of it. Yeah, so right now 152 Mbps for download, upload 24 Mbps, ping at 22 millisecond. One more final speed test, sunny day. Okay, one more. This is the final one. Let's go. Let's give me some good numbers. Okay, one more final speed test. Sunny day. Let's go. Okay, it's climbing. It's climbing up the speed. Let's go, let's go. So I'm just trying to see whether the heat will also affect the Starlink speed as well. So right now it maxed out at 169 Mbps for the download. For the upload right now you see it's hovering at 28 Mbps. Okay, final check. Ping, 37 millisecond. So let me dive straight into my final verdict on the Starlink for the Malaysia market. Of course, it's definitely providing an alternative internet solution for Malaysian users. So let me start off with the pros of the Starlink. So first thing, the setup is easy, convenient, and fast. That is something I like. You know, you don't need a lot of people to install the cables and so much more. Everything in the package, you just buy, log in your account on your smartphone, and then done. Internet service ready to go. I think you don't even really need like more than 10 minutes. I think you just immediately get your internet connection once you purchase and also subscribe to the Starlink packages, right? And then the second thing is, of course, I like the internet speed is pretty quick. You can see, yeah. So these are the two things I think what people will be appreciate of. And then also the last final thing is, of course, is waterproof. So during raining time, you still able to use the Starlink in Malaysia. And even on hot weather, you don't even need to worry. You can just use the Starlink as it is. It's really durable. So that's the pro of the Starlink. So that was the pros for the Starlink. What about the cons? For me, I felt there's a multiple of cons for the Starlink. Let's start off with the first one, okay? You need to use it only at landed property. Now you will be asking, why so? Because the Starlink dish, it requires empty space in order for it to scan the satellite. Yeah, so if you're staying in apartment condo and you plan like, maybe I just want to put it on my balcony. No, it's not that simple. It cannot receive any connectivity if there's obstruction. Even tiny bit, it will detect the obstruction and it might affect your connectivity. So for the first one, I think a lot of people will be feeling a little bit upset in Malaysia, okay? But do take note on that. For the third cons, I will have to say is the pricing. You see, the Starlink standard kit V4 in Malaysia, it retails for 1,600 ringgit Malaysia, which I felt that is quite expensive, and a lot of people will complain about that for sure. Okay, all right. Even let's say you able to afford the standard kit, the pricing plan is also a little bit pricey as well compared to the competitors. Okay, yeah. So right now, what is offering right now? The residential light price starts at 129 ringgit Malaysia. I think that is still a little bit expensive. I think if they can hit at like 99 ringgit Malaysia, it's going to be attracting more people to purchase it. And if they combo together with the standard kit V4, maybe below 1,000 ringgit Malaysia, it's even easier to get Malaysians to adapt its services. So I'm not sure what are the long-term plans they are going to go for, but for now, the pricing for me is a little bit pricey. Second one is actually tie into the first one, whereby you need to actually properly align the Starlink dish. So for me, if you are someone that's always keeping back the Starlink dish inside your home, So you always need to open back the app and realign properly for the Starlink dish. Yeah, so I think it won't be a problem for homeowners that is just maybe, you know, just when they set up and then they just leave it there. But for those who just want to keep it back inside their home, okay, when they are not using it, so here lies a little bit of problem. You must make sure to align properly at that certain angle, and then you can get good connectivity with your Starlink. So the last cons for the Starlink is connectivity. So there are two things actually affecting its connectivity. First one is, of course, our weather. So in Malaysia, we have a bright sunny day whereby no interruptions are going to be occur. So that was good most of the time. But when it is in the rainy season, that would be starting to affect your internet services. Okay, so especially for now, it's starting to be coming back again, the monsoon rain season, whereby a lot of cloudy in your home area. Then yes, you will anticipate some slower internet speeds. So that is one. So the second one is the service maintenance. So sometimes Starlink will do their maintenance for their services, and I think that is normal. But for those who are anticipating to have internet connection 24/7, you do have to beware of this kind of maintenance. So it is best to always go to the app and check out when is the maintenance are being done, and do wait a while for the internet service to come back alive. So that is the pros and cons for the Starlink. What is my recommendation? I think this is highly recommended for those homeowners who doesn't want to drill holes for cables to go through and so much more. The setup is actually very easy. You don't even need anyone to come to your house to set it up. So simple and convenient as well. I think if you are someone that don't actually look at the pricing and you just want simple internet connectivity, I think the Starlink is just don't need to make any sense and is a perfect solution for the homeowners. Yeah, so for me, whether should you be outright getting it now or put it in your buying list or forget about it, I would say put it in your buying list if you want an alternative solution. That's you know, in Malaysia we have multiple internet service providers, and you just want to try out something new. I think it's something you should be can consider Starlink, of course. So for the ratings, I'll give you a solid 7.2 out of 10. It scores very high mark in terms of easy to set up and also good internet speed. However, its pricing and is limited to the landed property just makes it a little bit difficult for most home users nowadays, whereby they are staying in condominiums and apartments. Yeah, I hope that Starlink would be able to solve this kind of issue. I think if they're able to solve it, they will have a lot of users. And also if the standard kit is getting much more affordable, it also encourages more Malaysians to use it. Okay, but for now, 7.2 out of 10. And with that, that's my review for the Starlink with the standard kit version 4 using the residential plan. And special thanks to VSTECS for providing the sample loan review unit. However, there's no cash compensation. Therefore, there's no creative input, no final approval is needed for this review. And whatever I'm saying here is based on my own personal experiencing it. So special thanks to them for giving such opportunity for 2 weeks of using the Starlink. Yeah, so hopefully you are aware, and if you want to go ahead and subscribe to the Starlink, do let me know what do you think, any other comments and so much more. Maybe we could just do some chat in the comment box, okay? So with that, I think I'm going to end the video. It's a little bit too long already, and I think I'm gonna continue on to try out more other stuffs with the Starlink, okay? So enjoy more lifestyle and tech content, okay? Yeah, so see you guys on the next one. Yeah, can hear from Train Ground. I'll bid you guys farewell.